What's good, fam? Hope you guys are all doing good this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. And I say beautiful not because necessarily the weather. As a matter of fact, it's quite a cloudy day here in Jersey today. It's been like that. But when I say beautiful, I mean in terms of mindset. I mean in terms of how you see this day. See it in terms of how you are tackling your day-to-day challenges and issues. That's what I'm talking about. But I hope you guys are doing good. If not, the VYG fam is out here to be that helping hand to each and every one of you, regardless of what you're going through. If you want to chat, if you don't know how to get out of this cave, this endless tunnel you find yourself in, don't hesitate to reach out. The VYG fam is out here. We've got an amazing team of mentors and coordinators who are available to be that helping hand, to be that hand stretched out to give you hope and to keep you going. Got it? So today we're going to be speaking about the never quit mentality. Now, before I speak about the aspect of never quitting, have you ever been in a scenario in which if you carried on doing it, if you carried on doing what you were doing, the outcome would have been so proper. The outcome would have been so rewarding, should I say, if you did not quit, if you did not say, I'm not going ahead with it. I don't know what it is, something small. Maybe you were in a sports team and you abandoned the team, you abandoned ship, and before you knew it, that team was given an opportunity to progress into something better, or maybe an opportunity which somebody presented to you and maybe you even started, but along the way you quit, or you never even bothered starting because you were like, nah, I don't believe in this project, I don't believe in this movement, and before you knew it, you simply missed out on something which would have been a lot more rewarding. Now, that is linked obviously to the quit mentality, the mentality of quitting, not necessarily a condition per se, at least not that I know of, but in the sense of when you accept, just calling it quits, when you accept that maybe this is just not really for me, maybe I should not even bother carrying on. And before you know it, you regret it. You enrolled in the course, and as time went by, you told yourself, I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to carry on with this. You called it quits, and then you realized you shouldn't have called it quits. Or maybe you embarked on a journey, letting go of another. You embarked on a new journey, and then you realized, I should have carried on what I was doing. Your lack of perseverance did not pay off, because perseverance usually pays off, at least in most cases, and if it's something good. Talking about things which are profitable for our lives, of course. So I don't know, I think all of us have those scenarios. I'm trying to remember one here right now. I'm failing. My memory's not working with me here right now for me to remember, but I know that there are several incidents in my life in which I was like, I believe in this wholeheartedly. And then along the way, it's like, nah, I don't believe in it. You know what? Move on to the next one, on to the next thing, on to the next hype, on to the next thing, which whatever moved me at that moment. And then when I realized where I could have been if I had maintained that, I think I'll have a good example. I remember the times I was working out and I stopped working out. I feel like I would have been a lot further. I would be a lot fitter right now and a lot more in the shape I would like to be had I not stopped. Had I been perseverant, had I not, had I not stopped, I would be a lot fitter. I would be a lot more, my stamina would be much higher than it is. And mind you, I think I've mentioned it before, I do like taking care of my stamina, my fitness, but I could be a lot further. Unfortunately, there were too many cases in my life in which I was inclined to the excuses of why I should not go to work out, whether it's a light jog, whether it's whatever it is, a light workout, a HIIT workout, high intensity interval training, as we call it, HIIT, just that. And because I was not perseverant, guess what? Bang. I'm not where I should be. I'm not as fit as I should be. So the quitting brings that huge sense of regret. And that's exactly what I want to nail on today, is quitting. The mentality of quitting brings much more regret than the pain of doing something and realizing it wasn't worth it. Because even if you regret, you embarked on that journey, along the way, you realized it wasn't worth it, but you went until the end since you started. Even if you might regret it, I'm talking about profitable things. I'm repeating. I'm not talking about things which you know are wrong. You started it and you're like, oh, since I started, let me carry on. No, I'm talking about things in which we realize along the way, might not be necessarily what I want, but what can I extract? Is there a lesson I can extract from this situation? Is there something positive I can bring to my life out of this scenario? That's what I want you to consider. So, quitting becomes habitual to many people. Excuse the noise in the background. There's a couple of constructions here nearby, a couple of breaking and making. So please excuse the noise if it leaks into the microphone. But I hope you guys will be able to grasp what we're trying to share with you. So it becomes habitual. It becomes a part of someone's life. When they quit once, then they quit twice. It might be something minor where they started quitting. It might be they were playing a video game and they gave up. I don't want to play anymore. They were playing football, and because they were losing, they're like, I don't want to play anymore. Just because something didn't go your way the first, second, the third time doesn't mean it's always not going to go your way. And because of the quitting mentality of minor things, you find yourself always quitting. You've become a quitter. You've become the kind of person who's always got an excuse for not proceeding and not progressing. You become that kind of person who's always got an excuse instead of chasing the results. My favorite quote, most of you have heard me share this before. Well, I love this quote which says you can either have excuses or results, but you just can't have both. So most people will look for excuses. Most people will look for those excuses in order for them to lean upon something the moment they quit. I want to say to you, lose that mentality. Rid yourself of the mentality which leads you to quit. Rid yourself of the mindset which says, don't keep going. It ain't for you. Why are you chasing this? Doesn't seem like you've got what it takes to push this. Doesn't seem like you're good enough to chase this. So call it quits. It's understandable. And you may quit, but you're also going to have to bear, whether you like it or not, we will always have to bear with the pain of quitting. And I promise you that is such an unbearable pain. I want to say this to you. Do not allow yourself to gain the mentality of quitting. Adopt from this moment onwards the never quit mentality. The mentality of no matter what, be it in my VYG Nation, be it at school, be it on a subject, be it in a relationship, be it in a friendship which I'm trying to build, a barrier in my life I'm trying to break. And I'm not talking about being stubborn. I'm not talking about being someone who's unwilling to learn and unwilling to let go of things which are unprofitable for our lives. I'm talking about being someone who realizes the things which we need to achieve, or even we want to achieve, but the process, that margin in between, that bridges where we are to what we actually want, that's where you should adopt the never quit mentality. That's basically what I wanted to share with you guys. And I also want to add, if you're going through hell, if you're going through a lot this very moment, don't give up on yourself. Even if nobody believes in you, don't let that person be you. Don't let the person who's going to stop believing in you, or better said, who's going to start quitting on you, be yourself. Put your mind where it's meant to be. Put your thoughts where it's meant to go. Chase what you're meant to chase, and be who you're meant to be. And what if at the end of that finish line, I realized that's not what I really wanted? Well, I am 100% sure the longer the journey, the more lessons you've learned. Because that's how life is. The more days go by, the more lessons we learn. So whatever the scenario, whatever the case, you've learned a new lesson. So don't give up. Don't you dare give up on yourself. Don't you dare cease believing in your capacity and what you have, what's already inside of you, for you to become that winner, that champ you deserve to be. Got it? That's it from my side today. We will be back on Saturday with the Vibe O'Clock. Dali and I had an awesome session. At least we managed to sort out here. We're having some internet issues, but thank goodness it's been resolved. So we'll be back with the full-blown experience of the Vibe O'Clock. And I hope to have you guys here joined with us this Saturday at 7 p.m. And by the way, I hope you guys stay woke for the video, the after movie of our last challenge, which had the winners for the Temple of Solomon when they went to Sao Paulo, to Brazil. Stay on the lookout. That video is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I would love you guys to check it out and see what exactly happened. It was such an experience. But that was a result of people who had the no quit mentality. Do you have that mentality? That's what's up. Now, my question is, where we at? There ain't no stopping us. That means never quit mentality. We're out of here.